Now we can start our conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we are meeting first time, so first of all, I would like to about yourself. I would like to know about yourself.
Okay. So, ma'am, my name is Pravan Madesya. I belong from, Uttar Pradesh. If I talk about my education, my qualification, I have done my graduation, which is Bachelor in Science and Mathematics. And since then, I'm preparing for government jobs. Along with that, I do run a YouTube channel, which is totally based on spoken English conversation. If I talk about my leisure time, in my leisure time, I do self-discovery research. I love to listen audio podcasts and love to see video podcasts. This is all about me. And I would also like to know from yourself because I don't know also. So you can also introduce yourself. Yeah.
I am Tanya. I am living in Rajasthan, and here I am living with my family. I am a homemaker. Apart from this, I am running a YouTube channel also. This is all about me.
Okay. It's a very short
Yes,
introduction. You
it is
didn't
a
tell
very.
about your qualification.
I have done post graduation from Meerut University and post
Okay.
graduation
Post graduation in what?
political science.
Wow, that's
But I was
great.
a science student. But I was a science
Yeah.
student. I have done BSc also.
Oh my God, that's great. I think a lot of people done their graduation in any other subject and they do their, post graduation in other subjects because as we get matured, we change our mindset and we change the subject also. Like, I have done my BSc General Physics, Chemistry, Mathematics, but now that I wanted to do my MA in English also. So we can't say that, like, since our childhood, we are unable to find out what's our hobbies is, which subjects we like so much. But as we becomes matured, we are able to find out our hobbies, and then we find out our real subject that we want to learn, and then we take admission in those subjects. So this is, I think,
But
normal and common nowadays.
changing subject was a specific reason. That time, I have decided that I will crack UPSC exam, and I have also given that exam. And
How?
when you are taking science subject, it is very difficult to crack UPSC exam. So that time I have changed my mind that I should take political science. It will helps me.
Yeah, but I
Have you
don't
heard
think that
about
science.
Nagar? Have you heard
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Nagar? Rajendra
yeah,
Nagar, Delhi? So
yeah.
many aspirants every year come for preparation. That is
Okay,
the reason
nice.
why I changed my subject.
Okay, but I don't think, ma'am, science is the reason that if you have science, you can't clear UPSC exam. Yes, it is true that UPSC is based on humanity subject, and I was there for the 4 month in Mukherjee Nagar, but I was there for the SSC. I think I have also gone there for UPSC preparation, but due to a lot of fees and like the expenses were there a lot of like rent and mess and also the pollution which we can't deny it. So having seen those all things, I was there for 4 months, but there were a lot of problems I was facing. So I changed my mindset and I take admission into SSC serials, and then I came back my home and I am taking my classes in online mode.
If
But yeah, it's
someone
true
is
that
outsider, then it is difficult to stay in Delhi.
yeah, if you're not belonging from already Delhi, then I think like from where I belong, I lived in a village where everything is very clear, environment and all those things. But when I indulged into Delhi, when I put my first, leg into Delhi, I started feeling like breathing problem, hair loss problem, and health issues I started facing. So those things, I think that it was not a worth of losing your life in front of a job, in front of a coaching institute, and all those things. So I skipped. Yeah.
But I belong from Delhi NCR, so it was easy for me.
Sorry for telling the truth about your city, but this is the truth. Yeah.
Okay, now we can start our conversation. The topic is
Obviously.
pros and cons of social media. First, you start. After that, I will start. First, we will take part of pros. After that, we will talk about disadvantages. Okay?
So you want first to I should describe what are the pros, and then you will describe what are the pros, and after
No,
that we
no,
will
not describing. Like first we will start advantages. What are the advantages? But you will speak after that. I can also add something also. That way.
Okay, okay. So in this way, okay, that's great. Okay, so social media, I think is a term which is used to describe a wide range of information, and there is a lot of scope to communicate people, sharing photos, videos, and a lot of things. And also, if I talk about like disadvantage, if I talk about,
Yeah.
yeah. So we are now going to study the advantage of yeah, like social media. So there are a lot of advantage of social media there. If I talk in, we can't just put the points that disadvantage, but now I'm gonna mentioning the most important points, the most important benefits or the advantage are there of social media. Okay. So the first thing about the advantage of social media, what I think is we can share our thoughts, our culture, our behavior, and also I think social media is a place where people can show their talents, show their whatever they have learned onto the social media, and in this way they can earn money as well. Like there are a lot of platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. These are the I think the most important place where people are nowadays are there. Also the LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is also a place where a lot of people create their accounts and show their talents. Like if there is a people who do graphic designing, he can create a portfolio. He can create all the works he is doing, and he can show. If he show on the LinkedIn, there are a lot of people, the company of the manager, CEO, and all of a lot of people. If they see, if they like the work, they can connect to the people and they can hire for the job. So in this way I think there are a lot of advantage. And if I talk about the other aspects also, so like for me, if I am a student, so if I see the educational purpose of the social media, there are a lot of wide range of knowledge. Whatever your field is, whatever your interest is, you can learn through the YouTube, which is free of cost. There is not a need of a single penny money to pay. But the problem is, along with the advantage there are the disadvantage. Like if I go to the interest of learning a subject, but there are a lot of distraction also. So we have to keep the momentum, our like it to shift our momentum only to the advantages that I have to learn only and do not to be like distract, because it is possibly done that you can disturb, you can distract with some other problems because a lot of contents are there. So you have to find out your areas. What is your area? What do you like? There was a report I think in United States where the people with the age of 13 to 17, they have faced body type image, body issue image, where people started comparing themselves to the other, and it leads to the suicide, stress, low self esteem, and sometimes people get depressed also. So this is also a part of the social media. There are a lot of people who can just put their thoughts, learning, and their culture, and I think it can be a place, historic place also. Like nowadays we are learning what was our history for the old people, what they told about us, like our how our ancestor was. So I think after coming 100 or 50 years, our generation can go to our profile and they can see what was our culture, what was our thoughts on the real topics. Okay. And why I use Facebook, if I talk about individuality in a particular way, I use Facebook to read a lot of articles. There are a lot of people who are very great, who are very, you can say the expert in their field. They read a lot of topics. There are a lot of taboo in the society, like feminism, secularism. There are a lot of things. You know? Like you have prepared for the UPSC, so you know about all those things. So I read those things, and I think when I started, there are a lot of things when I distract on the Facebook also. But I think a lot of when I get some maturity, I started reading the good things that can help me to you know feel myself to give add some value in me. Also in Facebook there are lots of videos there, so I learned a lot of things. Like I am working nowadays for spoken English, communication skills, personality development. So I watched a lot of videos there from the Pakistan, from the United States, from the Britain, in India, there are a lot of people, they upload videos. So from there, I learned. If I started, putting points, there are a lot of points. So I think these are the major topics that I can say. Yeah. If I talk about the advantage only. Yeah.
Advantage are so many, but there are so many disadvantage also.
Yeah.
We all have children, and they have no. You can say they are very innocent. They can't understand what is the use of these social media platforms or misuse. Sometimes by mistake, children also compare, some children are very famous of social media, like they are doing very good dance, they are singing. After that, our child also do competition.
Yeah. They are
Sometimes,
comparing. They are comparing.
yeah, they
Yeah.
also compare by looks, by talent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Despite this, they are not thinking that they are good in education, they are good in some more activities, but they are comparing that child is very good in dance, this girl has very good looks. So our children are very easily, you can say, uh, they are very easily
Yeah. Get
destroyed.
distracted. Yeah.
So
They get
many reels
distracted
they
very
are
easily.
consuming this time. They are unnecessary reels. I think in
Yeah.
every family, most of the parents are very, you can say, complaining. Their child are spending so much time on mobile, tablet, laptop. And the second problem is, we all know that there is a blue light effect
Yeah.
in every
Yeah.
device. It emitted. When they are
Yeah.
using this, their eyes are affected. They are going to red and dry. Skin is
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
affected. Sometimes
Yeah.
they are facing forget problem also, because they are not focusing anything. And children are also facing, you can say, in academic performance. They are not doing good
Yeah.
academic performance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So these are the disadvantages of this social media.
Yeah, absolutely. You put so much, so nice points that first of all,
And one the
people.
most important thing, the most disadvantage of social media, like we and you, me and you, both are YouTuber, but I have set something, you can say some settings, so nobody can give me some abusing words. You can say when somebody commenting on their video, somebody are
Yeah.
doing, you can say, very bad words.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sometimes we and our children also facing the cyberbullying.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens. It happens. When people show their talents, they show their skills on the platforms to know about themselves. So a lot of people who don't know anything, who don't do anything in their life, they started doing, bad comments, wrong comments. So we should, I think, hide, or we should try to, there are some YouTube gives us to allow to
Yeah.
do not let those comments come on YouTube. So we can on those things. But I think the as well as the reels problem we are talking about, I think in the age of 13 to 18, 19, which is called the innocence age. So I think at those times students are not very much mature. They don't know about their life, like what we have to do. But nowadays, I think there are a lot of students who know what is right, what is wrong, and yeah, it's also that everything has their pros and cons. So there are a lot of pros there of social media. Just because of social media we are connecting here and talking to each other. You are in the Rajasthan, I am in the UP. And but the problem is that we have to tell the student that don't do comparison is the thing that is happening nowadays. People saw someone who is very much rich, so they want to become a rich in a very early age, very very soon. And it is not going to happen because it takes a lot of time. People saw on social media, on Instagram, only their what they like, how they looks, what is their appearance. So they don't show what is the other sides. They only show the positive sides of the life. They don't show the negative sides of the life, like how is trauma they facing, how is problem they facing, how is struggle they have done to go at those places. Only people when they purchase a car, they upload on the video, but they don't show those places how they earn that money. So student have to understand those things, and I think in our syllabus, in our education system, this thing should be included so that student can know that okay, Instagram is a good thing, but also at the same time there are some negative sides also. So I think we can only do is we can aware to our kids, our friends, and our young people. So awareness is the one thing we can save the student, because
And one
sometimes
drawback also
procrastination
I'm
happens.
adding,
Yeah,
one drawback I'm also adding, that good news taking time to spreading. But if there is a misleading news, you can say false news,
yeah,
rumors, it is
yeah,
spreading
yeah,
instantly. And after
yeah.
that, we can face so many bad things. There are so many rights. There are the examples of rumors.
Yeah, it's very true that sometimes we mis news can create a polarization in the society. We can't get the real news, but at the same time we can say that there are a lot of news. At the old time, what happens if you want to publish a news? You have to go to the news place. You have to go to the newspaper, and then the newspaper, author or malik, whatever you can say, they decide whether this news should be published or not. But nowadays you can create your own account and you can share your news, your thoughts, whatever happens with you, whether it is wrong, whether it is right. There is a on Twitter there is a space, in a space, people create a space where a lot of people comes in that space, and anyone can tell about their problem. Anyone can raise the voice and the opinion about their society or whatever the wrong. A lot of polarization happening nowadays. Some people take the one people takes, like a lot of people doing wrong or right. You can tell your thoughts to the one place, and from there you can publish your thoughts, and through Twitter people can help you, whether like if you're facing any wrong or right thing. But yeah, it's true that the misuse is a lot of there on social media. If you're not aware, if you're not very much aware, then you are gonna facing the polarization, you are gonna facing the wrong news, like in COVID
Sometimes I
times.
also confuse that which news is correct and which news is false news. It's very
Yeah,
difficult sometimes.
yeah, authentication is the one thing that
Yeah,
on Twitter earlier, what is happening, the if you are authentic, if you are publishing real news, only then your account will get the blue tick. But nowadays, if you're paying some money, you can also
yeah.
get the blue tick, and you can easily spread the misinformation, because nowadays Twitter is
They're
being
spreading misleading
considered
news.
by the, yeah, Elon Musk have purchased the Twitter, and he is doing whatever he wants. Everyone is getting blue ticks and they are saying whatever they want. So there should be a criteria, there should be a limits through the government that you can't do these things. So that's what I think. I think the low self-esteem is depression and anxiety and sleeplessness. When you started watching reels, you don't have an idea that you have spent your 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
sleeping
these things
pattern
should
are
be,
also disrupted. Sleeping patterns are
yeah.
also
So these things should
so,
be avoided. Yeah. So what do you think? What is the conclusion of this all things? What do you think? What you can
conclusion
say whether
is
it's,
that we should use this, but mm, you कैन से इस बात को ध्यान में रख करके कि मतलब कितना हमें यूज करना है एक स्क्रीन टाइम वी शुड डिसाइड
yeah,
because we are elder we can understand but our children are very little so I think that we should educate them in a better way
yeah, mm, yeah,
because
yeah,
main problem is the
uh,
children because adults are very intelligent but children are not very intelligent toddlers are also
mm,
using mobile phone they are always eating by seeing some cartoon by watching some cartoon if you are not giving them mobile they are not eating.
yeah. This is the one problem. They are not eating if you're not giving him the mobile. But nowadays, a lot of small childs are learning so much thing to the YouTube or through the phones. But don't give the phone access to the every time to your kids. Give them
And
only
sometime
when you
by
are there.
mistake sometime by
Yeah,
mistake children you can say post some you can say very confidential information
yeah, yeah, yeah.
by
There
mistake.
are a lot of students. Yeah. So I think we should keep a balance. Balance is what we can say. We have to
Yeah,
keep a balance while using our social media platform. Otherwise, there are a lot of things that is very much beneficial. of social
Yeah.
media. Like a lot of people, they are writing blogging. A lot of people are doing influencing. Like if you are, if you are an influencer, you can promote a product and you can earn money, and at the same time, company can also increase their sales. So if I
And we
talk
can
about
learn so
started,
many skills also. We can learn so many
yeah,
skills also.
yeah, absolutely. Right now, if I am speaking a little bit of English, if I am learning, like I have done a course of personality development. These all things I have done totally free of cost. These all things I didn't learn in my school. In my When I was in my graduation, actually I belong from my area where I have done all my schooling and even my graduation from the Hindi medium schools. So whatever I have learned, I have learned through the YouTube. You know, so I can't deny. You can't deny the fact that social media has a lot of benefits, a lot of potential that you can learn. But yeah, at the same time, we can't even avoid this thing. There are some negative sides also.
I think it was a very good conversation. I think it was a very good debate, pros and cons of
Yeah,
social media. And we have
yeah, yeah.
discussed so many factors like cyberbullying, blue light
Yeah,
effect, some misleading informations, privacy. There are so many
yeah.
factors I
Body,
think we have
yeah,
discussed.
yeah. Bullying, body type images, like people comparing themselves.
Abusing
Yeah, lot of
blackmail,
things.
threatenings.
Yeah,
I think we have discussed so
yeah.
many factors.
Yeah, I think it's enough for today. We can do more and more because we can't say that it's a topic that can be in 30 minutes. It can be ended in 1 hour because it can take a lot of times. Yeah.
But I think for today's session, it is enough.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. For today, I think it's enough. We can do another session with you, ma'am. Okay.
I
It's nice
really
having
glad
words
to
with you.
make conversation with you, and I think
Yeah.
if I get time again, I will bring a new topic.
Definitely, sure, sure. I will be very, I will appreciate if you give me another topic to do discussion. I'm always ready. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Bye bye. Till then, bye bye.
Bye.
Have a nice day.